And he needs a chest here, so a couple of different ways we could do a chest. Let's go ahead and do a brush insert. I'm just going to quickly insert a cube here. And it's Dynamesh, so it doesn't have to be a perfect cube, just needs to be something right down the middle. I'm going to turn off transparent, and I'm going to go ahead and stretch this out and drop this down. And maybe rotate it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Bingo. Chest. And I'm going to use trim, or you can use clip if you want to, but I'm just going to kind of trim this down here. Oops. Trim's kind of catching my chin there. There we go. You can mask that out if it's really bugging you. I'll just smooth that back. There we go. So kind of trim this down a bit. Now he's got some shoulders and a chest maybe. And I'll trim this in. Perfect. So, of course, you're going to have your sternocleidomastoid here, and you can build that out. Now, this is where I'd probably start using clay buildup a little bit, just because I'm dealing with a little bit harsher shapes. I want to kind of push things around a little more frantically. And that's another thing too, is you want to get in there and don't be too ginger. Don't be afraid. Don't be like this kind of touching at this point and just kind of like barely trying to add stuff and getting real. I mean, be loose, be forward. Don't be scared. Get in there and really just start building this stuff up and get in there and just be sloppy, but don't be afraid either. Just get in there and get dirty. Got our traps here. We're going to give them a little bit more of a hang here. Sternomastoid here. Bring this down. There's going to be a little notch in the neck, and then your clavicle is going to go back around here. And again, this isn't an anatomy lesson, but it's good stuff to kind of just refresher on. So clavicles kind of do a little bow shape, and then you're going to have your chromium process and your scapula over here. So all this stuff, and then your traps are going to be along the back, and his neck's a little bit thin back here. Now here, I would say, take liberty if you're so inclined. You can have an anatomy book out and be doing it perfectly, but if you want to do like a character or caricature, you're still going to want to base that in reality, of course, because those are where all the coolest characters come from. Is if you look at it and go, man, that guy's creepy, but he kind of looks real, and that actually makes it creepier, or there's something there that looks like it can kind of work. At least that's what I think. Kind of here, and there we go. So he's blocked in. I'd say he's blocked in here, and we're probably about 15 minutes in, and this is just one character. We're going to do several variations. If you want to keep this guy and maybe come back to him, let's go ahead and we don't need this cube anymore. That was just our little construction cube. I'm going to delete that. We got this dude. Let's go ahead and duplicate this off, and let's keep going. So here's kind of our creepy guy. You know what? I'm going to go back to this guy really quick because, I don't know, I just want to do something weird with him real quick. Just for some reason, I'm getting a really, I don't know why, but I'm getting a real cardinal feeling. It's that total, for some reason, Spanish Inquisition, just a little cardinal feel. So I'm just going to do that really quick. Let's go ahead and put our little hat on him here. Maybe give him a little collar. Let's do clay build up here. There we go. Or we could do maybe clay brush with a little bit of alpha here. There we go. Kind of give him a collar up here. Kind of fill this in here. This will be cloth. And then maybe he has like a kind of one of those necklaces that comes down and around. And then does a little thing here. I don't know. I don't really know what they have. And then I don't know. Maybe does this. I don't know. That's just the feeling I was getting from this dude. Now, hair is probably not going to be straight. I mean, he's got a nice widow's peak, but I'm going to go ahead and hit. Now that this is all symmetrical, I'm going to go ahead and hit X. And I'm going to do a little bit of, let's go ahead and just do some quick brush work. Let's maybe his hair goes this way. Yeah. Something like this, and then back around this way. Very conservative haircut. There we go. It's got kind of a creepy look. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and hit X again, and I'm going to actually build out a little bit of his eyes. Now I haven't put in eyes in here yet because, again, I want to keep it loose. So I'm just going to kind of block in some eyes here. And you know what? I'm going to leave them deep set. That looks really creepy. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of flesh out maybe an eye shape here. Let me smooth it back. And we'll kind of push these back. Maybe give some eyelids here. And we're definitely going to need some eye bags here. We got this shape here. And this will kind of be built up underneath here. Oops, let's do clay brush. Let's go ahead and take that alpha off there. I'm going to leave it deep set, but this is actually going to curl around here. And now the eyeball is going to kind of, now I don't have a sphere dropped in there because we're just kind of blocking it out. But I do want to make sure that, you know, there is a curve to his eyeball in here. And got this eyelid going. There's probably going to be some wrinkles over here on the side, of course. Again, old creatures and old men are the low-hanging fruit because look how much fun they are to do. You can't miss. They just sculpt themselves basically. This guy's nose kind of bugging me here. That's kind of bugging me too. Let's go ahead and swipe again. Now if you want to, I would let's go ahead and raise this up a little bit. I'll use your menu. So we'll go to Dynamesh here. Let's go back up to our what does it start at, like 212 or 216 or something like that. Let's raise the resolution just a bit. Ooh, that was kind of neat. What if he was like an evil cardinal? Yeah, let's leave that alone. We don't need to be that on the nose. So we'll go ahead and I don't want to lose any of my user base by alienating them. So we'll keep him just a strict looking cardinal. We won't go that far. So we're going to go ahead and put some eye bags in here. There we go. Something like that. And then if you want to, you can feather in a brow. Maybe he's got some wrinkles in here and wrinkles on his head. And again, this is super rough. But you can kind of see he's got some character in there. He's been around the block. Maybe he's lost a couple boxing matches, it looks like, maybe. If you really want to go crazy, you can turn off the X symmetry and kind of, play with a little bit of his proportions here. But this is cool. So here's one character, right? Let's go ahead and delete our previous character that we duplicated off. So I've got this guy here. Let's go ahead and duplicate him off and grab him. And let's start some more variations.